Hey family, what's good? You already know who it is. It is your boy Thesis back with another video. Today is going to be a little different. So as you see in the description title, we're going to be making a common type beat, and I love boom bap, right? Grew up with it, love the sounds of it. So I want to show you guys a couple of things that can help you out, especially those boom bap makers, if you're into common type music, all right? So you guys keep it locked, stay tuned. When you think of type beats, like, you know, everybody has this thing at the title, you know, type beat, right? So a type beat is basically the sound or something that is close to the actual artist. I wanted to give a feel basically of how you could do this type of music. And, you know, I don't do type beats, but one thing I do wanted to do with this video is just show you, you know, specific feels, sounds, melodies, arrangements, and things that could help you, you know, make music if you like that type of artist. Common was one of my favorite ones back in the day. The Roots was, you know, one of my favorite ones. Anything you could think of, like Jay Dilla did, right? You know, from the boom bap era. As I was creating this, I made that with that type of feel in mind, right? So let's go in and break down, you know, a little bit of what I've done. But I didn't start with the drums in this one. This one, I started with the melody. So this is how the melody sounds. So in this one, I just gave it a Pro EQ, right? And made it sound like a phone. And then on top of the phone, I actually went and then added a flanger to it. So I gave it like a Rhodes feel. Even though, you know, it was a sample, I still wanted that sound to differentiate between the intro and the actual chorus once it comes in. So after I did that, I went and then added a guitar. And from the guitar, basically played it out on, I think I used acoustics from Native Instruments. All right, so what I used was I used Guitar Rig 7, which is one of my fun favorites. And as I was strolling through some of the presets, I came across a preset called Lofi Delight. And the reason why I use this one specifically was because when you think of boom bap, you know, it kind of associates itself with lo-fi. So, you know, I just wanted to play with some of the sets and see what it would sound like. I did go through and actually change a little bit of the actual preset. So I went added a bright feel to the actual cabinet, changed a little bit of the noise on it to add more of that spectral, like rough feel towards the actual sound. And then I think I also added an airy sound to it to basically broaden and open up the sound of the actual guitar. So you see what I'm saying? It sounds really nice, really airy, really open sound. And as I thought about it more, I was like, okay, I need to add different type of things that would still sound jazzy, but at the same time, not take away from that actual feel. So I went and then added some bells to it. And the bells, basically, all of the sounds pretty much came from Native Instruments, right? So as you see, I have all the waves rendered out just for sake of the video. But what I'll do is in the description, I'll leave the actual names of the sounds that I did use in this. So if you guys want to check it out, you know, through Contact 7, you guys can. But the next thing I did was I added some bells to the guitar and the melody. I actually use Sublab, and Sublab is very, very dope when it comes to basses, because I wanted that. I didn't want a bass that was too strong, but at the same time, I wanted a bass that would ride the actual melody and give a great tonality to it of where it's not too much, but at the same time it's heard. So that was the next thing I did. So let's check out the bass. So as you see, I already got the melody, got the bass. I have the feel that I want. And again, remember I said for common type music, it was boom bap and it was jazzy all the way live, right? The drums is something that you have to be very, very careful with because it's not a snappy type drum. It's a very, you know, low laid back type of feel. It still was in pocket, but it gave you that cool boom bap feel, you know what I mean? So I did add some different elements to it. So I added a sound effect and I added a scratch. I also added a playground sound to it just to add character to the actual music. I want you to hear all of that before we actually get to the actual drum. And that's pretty much it for that whole feel. That's the intro, right? And then it goes into the chorus. Anywho, so let's go over the actual drums. And let me go ahead and now take everything out because at the end of this, I'm going to show you exactly how everything sounds. And I do have a certain surprise at the end so that you guys can, you know, get the exact feel of how it sounds. But I went in and I used Maschine and then I bounced everything out. And as I did that, you know, I wanted the drums, like I said, to just be really, really nice feeling drums that came across great, but it wasn't too hard. And this is the drums. You know, the thing is that with this one, when I did the actual arrangement of it, I wanted to actually do the song where it will be an actual song, but at the same time, you know, people will get a different vibe of it, however they would do. And in actuality, I actually went and I think I changed the, see, so originally what I did was it sounded like this. Huge difference. So that was the original way I did it. And then once I dropped it, I wanted to create more of that atmosphere. So I dropped it all the way down to -4. And then that's how it sounds like this. Don't forget, anytime, even though you're playing, always change the octaves just to get a different feel for it to see how it would sound. So I actually, you know, came across a sample that Common used and his chorus. So I was like, let me just use that. So basically, as you see, everything is done with a Vox that I just added, you know, just to give it that hip hop feel to it. So let's listen to it in its entirety and let's see what you guys think.
Yes, y'all, and you don't stop to the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all, and you don't stop. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all, and you don't stop to the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all, and you don't stop. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop.
So that's pretty much it. You know, that's all to it. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of how to do, I guess, just the creative style of what you would think if you were to try to make boom bap that sounded like Common, right? So that's one thing I do, you know, love about doing my channel is to encourage you guys to do better, to think outside of the box and to just get inspiration. So hopefully this video helped out in any way. But if you guys like videos like this, drop down, like it, share it. Also, don't forget, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate all the support that you guys have been doing. Thank you so much. And you know, once again, it is what it is, right? So we had fun doing this. But You guys already know who it is. It is your boy Thesis. Peace.